What's up, YouTube? Welcome to my channel, and today I just want to share some of my thoughts about what do I think about winter driving. Any tips from somebody who's been truck driving for more than 2 years. Let me tell you something, man. I'm gonna be real here, and again, it's just my opinion, and you can follow your own. My honest opinion for winter driving is tip number one. I would say avoid it. Just completely avoid driving in the winter. Avoid driving in the snow. There's nothing you gain from driving in the snow. If you're doing it for experience like I did, first, second year, whatever, you just want to get a feel of it. If you're looking forward to become like an owner operator and you just want to know how things are, like, yeah, it's really tough. It's really tough. Tip number one, just completely avoid it. I remember this one golden rule we were taught in school. They say the best way to avoid as a kid is to not get yourself in that situation in the first place. So just completely avoid it. If you're going to school right now to get your CDL, best time for it to do that is around December or even in January. You go in January, by the time you're done with your school, you got your CDL. Is basically, it's in the spring coming up to the summertime, and you can basically work anytime from May all the way till the end of the year. And even in December, maybe mid-January, yes, you still gonna deal with the snow, but it's still kind of hit and miss. It's not really that heavy. It's still not really that extremely cold. It's not like this mountains, except, yeah, you're gonna have some oddballs here and there, but nothing like anything coming from January all the way till late March. That's the most snow you can have. So if you're planning to get like a local job, that's the time between March, late March, all the way to December. It's enough time to get, what is that, about 8 months of experience, and you should be able to get your local opportunity, and you don't have to deal with the headache of dealing with the snow. And any good driver would tell you, you can never be a good driver in the snow. It's very unexpected. Things changes quickly. You're gonna change sometimes, even if you don't want to, because you'd be in situations where you're just gonna have to deal with it. You're gonna have to throw them on. And the main thing you gotta keep in mind, there is nothing in it for the driver. Winter driving has nothing for the driver. For the most companies out there, they pay you per mile, cents per mile. So the more you run, the more you get paid. When it comes to winter driving, road closure, you have to slow down and be safe. You sometimes have to chain and all that, and all these risks involved. You're making less money, not more. You're making less. I don't know any company that gives bonuses for chaining, or if you go that area, will pay you extra. I don't know. It changes once you are like an owner operator, because you have a load board, something like that. So you can look like, oh, this load paying 3-4 miles. It pays $3 per mile, $4 a mile. Maybe worth your while, maybe worth going that way. So you probably, yes, you getting some extra doing this way, but for the most part, with most companies, you getting paid per cents per mile. So you are going to drive less. And if you like myself, I like to be outside, I like to exercise, I like to do my cardio. It's completely miserable. Sometimes you get caught up in parking zone, some parking area, some turnouts that happened to me a couple times. There's no bathroom in there. You happen to be stuck there for a few days. Sometimes you just road closure. You just have to deal with it. Rest areas is just, yeah, it's like, well, why are you doing this for yourself? Like, it's not like you're getting anything out of it. There's nothing there for the driver. And if you're looking for, like, it's a great idea if you're gonna do it from anywhere from, let's say, late March till like mid-January is a very good time, and you're not gonna deal. Yes, you're gonna deal with some weather, but yeah, from my experience, it won't get bad, like extremely bad, till usually, yes, there's some odd years and stuff like that, till after January, usually from any time from January all the way till sometimes till May, some places, yeah. But the most difficult time of the year is January till like April. In my opinion, should be avoided at all time. If you're one of those people who absolutely there's just no way they have to work all year round, you can actually get with companies. A lot of companies also offering dedicated accounts where you can run on the 40, get some snow. It's not as bad as like the 80, 90, or the 70, or even do local. And with the 9 months experience, you should be good to go. If you one of those people who actually live in like somewhere in Montana, and yes, you're gonna have to deal with the winter, here's a few advice for you. Always check your equipment. Do you have everything you need when it comes to your chains? Do you have all the chains? I usually pick 3 sets of chains on my tractor, just in case if I get one of those trailers. I am not going to roll every trailer and check if it's got everything it needs when it comes to the chains or the cables. So what I do, I carry 3 sets. Each set has two cables. So I carry 3 of them. So even if I happen to pick a trailer that has a broken cable, doesn't have chains, I still have the equipment to put them on my trailer, just in case. Another thing, be familiar with where is the chain up areas, where is the long downgrades, and be familiar with your route. It's a very important thing that I can't believe it took me this long to actually be familiar with, is checking out the road condition before you leave. Sometimes, yeah, everything is beautiful here, but as soon as you get there, there's a extreme wind gust or something like that, so you won't leave that up to chances. It's very good to check the weather and know the area with that route. And I like the thing that I really love about like I-80, for example, is one of my favorite highways, even in the winter, is that they have sensors, they have cameras. You literally can, you'll be able to tell what's the weather condition and what's going on in each and every city in this 80. I'm not sure about the eastbound, but it's more like Wyoming west. It tells you every city, how's everything, and it even provides you with pictures of what's the weather and what is the road looks like. Is it dry? Is it not dry? I can't believe it took me this long to figure this out, but I figured it out. That's what comes with experience. Try to not drive at night. Yeah, I know you'll get more miles at night, less traffic, true, but usually at night gets colder. I know it's a common sense, but common sense sometimes need to be reminded. It's very good to start early, like 4 or 5 o'clock, especially if you're going on a route that is known for, like I-84. You have Dead Man Pass, or they call it the Cabbage Hill. If you're going at night, there's a high chance you're gonna chain. And I remember I had to throw my chains on, for example, on the I-80. It was in May, I think. It was in May. And the funny thing, at night was a blizzard. Like as soon as I crossed California border, and they had the chain laws in effect, so we pulled down the sides to start throwing the chains on. And the very next day, it was like 50, it was almost 60 degrees, and all the snow was melting. So here's the thing: I was driving at night. Know your downgrades, like where are the hills. That's where you're gonna perhaps need to chain, and you need to take extra cautions, especially in the US highways. US highways have the most notorious roads. I would always recommend to drive during the day. But again, I'm gonna wrap up with this. If you can avoid winter driving, it's not worth it, especially for drivers. For drivers, we're not getting any extra for driving in adverse weather. We're not getting paid extra for chaining up, staying up all night, and doing all this and trying to watch all this. And you're not getting extra miles, especially in the wintertime. So I don't know, why would anybody want to do it? I have no idea. But if you're one of those people who want to do it, the final opinion is yours. But from my 2+ years of experience that I have so far, I've never had a close call to get an accident, an actual accident, till I think it was a year ago. Yeah, it was a year ago. I was in the 94, North Dakota, around that area. And they had like a blowing ice, and I remember I was going like 45. The street was dry, and it was too cold. That it's blowing ice. For me, it was the first time experience. So I was going about 40, maybe 45, something around that range, and I get passed by a Peterbilt. Some asshole driver is just drove by going, I think he was going 60 or 70 in this adverse weather, yes. And it completely blew all the ice on me, and I was blacked out. Like I couldn't see a damn thing for like 10 seconds straight. But that 10 seconds, I have no idea where my truck was going. For 10 seconds, I just kept it straight, pressed on the brakes, and just hoping for the best, pretty much. By the time the cloud cleared out, I was literally inches away from the ditch. Inches away. And I was like, literally, that's the road. That's the road. I was facing this way. I was ready to go to dip into the ditch. Again, why are you doing this? How much you getting paid for this load? That, all this, you terrified yourself this far, and for what? I don't know, it's worth it, man. It's just, get you a dedicated, get you a local, if you're living in the South, or get a job somewhere like maybe in Texas, some of those southern states. Yes, you're gonna deal with some snow, but nothing like the 70, for example, or the 90. Oh my goodness, it's my opinion. Follow your own, and thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna leave you with this video of some blown ice from back in when I was driving. Thank you guys for watching. Wow. What? Mm-hmm.